If you're an African, a Caribbean immigrant like me, you might be wondering if homeownership in America is really possible for you, or where to even begin. Listen, we moved to America to seize the American dream. Not just to rent forever. We came to build legacy. So in today's video, let's talk about the 4 barriers holding us off and ways to overcome those barriers. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Daniel Kumu. I am a local realtor here in Charlotte, and I'm here, as I mentioned in my previous videos, I have set a personal goal that is dear to me to help hundreds African Caribbean immigrants just like me with homeownership by December 2026. So I will need your help. That's what I'm putting a lot of video out there, just to be able to reach a lot of us and give us the opportunity to get and seize the American dream. So today we'll discuss 4 barriers that, based on my experience, 22 plus years working in the real estate field, I've learned, I have seen holding us back. And those barriers, we'll discuss those barriers and ways to overcome those barriers as well too. So without keeping you guys waiting long, let's start with the number 1 challenge we face as African Caribbean newcomers, foreigners: lack of knowledge and financial documentation. So if you are just like me, we moved to America not knowing almost nothing about the US system. I recall moving here back in a little before 2000, a little over 20 plus years ago. When I first came here, I barely could even speak English, so we didn't even know what to do. We got dropped off, the plane landed in New York. From New York, you move to your country. You don't know anything about the bus system. You didn't know much about the currency other than what you have watched in movie. Nothing. We moved here from countries where, for my parents, credit is not really a thing. So my parents, my mom, my parents, they buy home, they pay cash or they take their time. Most of the time, they build as you go. So credit was not a thing for them. Even though a lot of us have family here, when I first moved here, I didn't have an older brother or another Kumu that will give me the guidance that I need toward homeownership, or even my parents toward homeownership. So therefore, you don't have no one to guide you. Unfortunately, those little things such as credit score, credit history, truly have a heavy impact on loan, homeownership, and also sometimes the interest rate you will get in your home. Anything like me, my parents don't even know anything about credit, okay? My dad bought a home just because somebody helped them or guided them and told them that, oh yeah, you need to do this, do that to buy a home. But there were no coaching, there were no guidance, there was nothing literally to let them know that those small things are very important. Up to my dad, rest in peace, up until he passed, I don't think my dad even owned even one credit card. He just knew if I need something, I'll buy it. If I don't have the money to buy it, then I don't get it, which is a great way to approach things. In a country that we're in America, having a credit or know about credit is very important. So my dad is just one of the few I have spoken with fellow Africans that didn't believe in having credit, and rather they just pay cash for everything. You know what? Can't say nothing wrong. It's a great discipline not to rely on your credit card, only to buy what you can afford. Yeah, that's the way American system is designed. You need credit. It's just that simple. Also, many newcomers don't always have the income, the 2-year tax return, the established banking history, long-term employment record. Honestly, those are all self-created barriers that we can overcome. Okay, those things are things that are holding us back. I've heard a lot of past clients, one because of lack of credit, or saying that, well, I have been in this job just for 6 months or a year, I don't think I'm ready. No, you can overcome those. And today's video, we will talk to you about 3 advice that I have given, or I will give a younger me as an immigrant that just migrated to the United States, looking to buy a home. First thing that I will do, start early. Don't wait until the last minute to start building a credit. Start building a credit immediately. And if you don't have any credit, or you just migrate to the United States, there are banks now that offer a secure credit card that will help you build your credit right away. If you already have a credit somehow, then the next thing I would say is move on to step 2. Find somebody like me, a realtor who has helped other immigrant buyers to put you in contact with a good, reputable lender, or simply go to your bank and just ask to be approved for a home purchase. Many banks now have non-traditional loan programs to help a lot of first-time home buyers. I will apply no matter if you need to move right away or move in 6 months or a year. I will just apply. By applying, I would say it will let me know if I qualify, and if I don't qualify, then what do I need to do to qualify? Okay, so that's my first advice. Start now. Find a mentor, find a guide just like me, a realtor, somebody in this field to help you, to guide you. And like I said, credit is a major thing. Go find a way to start building your credit right away. Okay. Next thing I will do is plug myself into a community, find someone just like me who already own a home that I can rely on for questions and support. There are a lot of people out there. Church. So my mom go to a church, African church. There are a few people in that church that own a home. So find somebody who already own a home in that community and just ask for guidance, ask for support, ask questions. I'm sure that person will help you. Okay. So if this is you in this situation, you just move here, you don't know where to start, how to start, where to start, DM me. I partner with a lot of lenders who specialize serving the African Caribbean family. I have walked this path many times and I can help you navigate, okay? So, or if you just wanted to work it yourself, DM me for my 6 things to learn before house hunting. And I'll give you steps you need to go or you need to learn or you need to take before getting out there and start with your home purchase. The barrier number 2 is the myth about how to buy a home. This is another major barrier holding a lot of us back, a lot of what I mean by us, African, Caribbean, immigrant, foreigners back. I understand a lot of foreigners I have met often support family back home. I still do. We send money back home to support cousin, uncle. We all do. We help others relocate, send money for school fee. I mean, all the extra stuff. I get it. I do it. We all do it. So saving $10,000, $40,000 for a home down payment can feel like a mountain sometimes. The good news is there are many programs out there where you don't need to have that much money before you buy a home. I just closed on a client who called me on one of my listings, for instance. It's just a little small story that just popped in my head. So I have a listing in Gastonia. I was there putting the sign and he was driving by with his mom. He's 21 years old. Okay, his mom next to him. Mom barely speaks English. They were driving by, they saw me, they stopped, they asked how much the house, we're putting the house on the market for. I told them the price. While I was there, they asked, hey, can we take a look inside? Fast forward, they love the home. Mom loved the home very well. Mom was telling the son, hey, what can we do to get this house, blah, blah, blah. And then he asked me, my mom loved the home. Now what we need to do to get this home? Granted, he's a 21 years old, just started a job, okay? Didn't have any saving. Fast forward 60 days later, they are currently the homeowner of that home. They only have to bring $2,500, okay? One, because I asked him, hey, have you talked to a lender before to see what you qualify for and all those kind of stuff? No. So I put him in contact with the lender at the time that was running a special. It's First National Bank, yep. They were giving $20,000 toward down payment, $15,000 toward your down payment, and $5,000 toward closing costs. With the money that he put down toward due diligence and earnest money deposit at the closing table, he got that money back because the $15,000 down payment, in addition to the $5,000 toward closing costs and incentive that the seller was giving, this homeowner, this 21 years old, was able to afford a home and now has a home. He's now a homeowner. He didn't believe it. The mom at closing was telling me that she has been living in that same apartment that 21 years old son was born in. So they were moving into a house 21 plus years later from an apartment. So those are some of the stuff that bring joy to me as a realtor. And there's one of the reasons why I like to come out here and have this conversation, because there are a lot of programs out there. It's just a matter of us being in the room or having the courage to take that first step. So one way to overcome the barrier of I don't have the money, or I don't have the down payment, I don't have that money, is to going back to consult with somebody like me and ask about down payment assistance program. There are many of down payment assistance program available here in North Carolina. Explore loan options such as USDA. We are in a very balanced market. Homes are sitting a little longer on the market, and most sellers now are open to paying buyer concession or closing costs. And end of the year, also for a lot of builders, they are throwing a lot of incentive out there. And I tell this to all my buyers, now is the perfect time to be a buyer. Not post-COVID, now is the perfect time. Because this home are sitting on the market a little longer, some of the motivated sellers are doing everything to get their home sold. They are throwing a lot of incentive out there, a lot of concessions. So if you are one thinking of buying or on the market to buy, now is the best time to jump on the market. No wait till you are ready. That will tell you, a lot of business owner will tell you, you will never be ready for a business. You just have to take a step. Just now is a good time to take a step, throw yourself out there and start with the process. Another advice I give to a lot of my buyers is start a house fund. And basically all you do is just trying to save $200 to $300 a month. If you do the math, if you save $300 a month for 18 months, that is $5,400. Combined with a $10,000 grant, you are now have $15,400 that you can use toward purchasing a home 18 months later. So there are many ways you can do this. It's not a big mountain, it's not an elephant you want to eat one at a time. You just take it one step at a time, and this is very, very possible. And this is another thing too. Sometimes you just may have to start small. Buy that 2-bedroom, 1-bath home and build equity. 2 to 3 years later, turn that house around, pull your equity to buy another home. So you don't have to buy your forever home at first. Take your time, buy that first home, and then that small home, and give it some time. When you build enough equity, you turn that equity into cash toward your next home. So that was challenge number 2. Now, let's talk about challenge number 3, not understanding the Charlotte market and the neighborhood surrounding. Okay, Charlotte is growing very, very fast. Charlotte is on steroid, okay? And as a potential buyer or as one getting into the market, not knowing where to buy can lead to overpaying, can lead to a long commute, or choosing an area that does not match your lifestyle or culture. Okay, we African immigrants, we have our own culture. So you wanted to buy in the area where you feel fit. So, or if you are relocating from Africa or the island, the layout of the US suburb, HOA, and school zoning can feel new to you. Okay, schedule a consultation with a local realtor, myself, and just have a minute to have a conversation, ask the right question so that we can guide you toward the fit for you. Okay, do yourself a little homework, do neighborhood tour, not just online, and just have a feel for community. Understand the school grading, commute routes, and appreciate trend when it comes to what is going on around Charlotte. Okay. Another thing that I always suggest, and I said this earlier, is follow a diaspora communities or a community that your community. Okay. There are many communities surrounding Charlotte. There's Ballantyne, Steel Creek, Concord University. Those areas, there are pockets, there are community within those suburbs that you can plug yourself into to learn about those areas. That is one other thing to do. You have to do your homework so that way when you're ready or when you are going toward your home purchase, you know what you're going against and what you're getting. Okay? It's not about just looking online and just get up and go. No, do your homework and know about Charlotte. Charlotte is growing very fast, and now is a good time to enter the Charlotte's market. So I know I have been going on a lot. I have been just talking because I'm very passionate about this subject. But let's talk about the last and the final barrier or challenge that I've seen that is most important for me as a foreigner is the fear and misinformation. Let's be real. Some of us, our people, still believe wait until you pay cash, the housing market will crash soon, real estate is risky, renting is safe. Or some say this, I know my parents used to say this, I'm not staying in America, I'm going back home. But how many of them have gone back? We just buried my dad here in America. But for years, my dad kept saying that I'm going back home, I'm going back home, okay? So that is another misinformation, I would call it, that we believe in, and we need to put that aside, okay? Even though you wanted to go back home, buying a home is an investment. It's not throwing money away. Renting is throwing money away. And if you are on the sideline while waiting for a home price in Charlotte kept rising, and the price in Charlotte kept going up. The African diaspora in Charlotte is still little and still behind compared to other major cities such as Atlanta, Houston, the DMV. And the opportunity we have in Charlotte is to build wealth earlier by entering the market now. So what are you scared of? You know what we should have been scared of? Leaving our country, okay, and migrate to a country we don't know anything about. Now that's scary, very scary. Yeah, we did it and we were courageous to do that. So there's no reason to fear anything about home buying. Instead of that, just do these 4 things. Take the time to educate yourself. There are plenty of YouTube, talking to somebody like me, go to first-time home buyer workshop, speak to professionals. There's a lot of social media opinion. Run real number of renting versus own in Charlotte. Start with a starter home, a small home, a townhome. You don't have to buy your forever home at first, okay? So as I mentioned to you, I'm very passionate about helping us with homeownership. That is the mission that I have been set myself on. So the biggest barrier we are having is believing that we can do it. I promise you, you can. You deserve that stability. We deserve the ownership. We deserve wealth. I know how lonely moving to a new country or city feels. I've been there. You don't know anyone, no family nearby. You don't want to make mistakes. But here's the thing, working with me, you are not alone. I'll connect you to some of the diaspora around the African Caribbean community group around church, culture, association. I have lenders that have worked with foreigners just like us, attorney that can understand our background, inspectors. I mean, there are many things you can take advantage of. There are a lot of service providers and schools that have some program out there. So the fear of waiting and all that kind of stuff, those are just excuses. We just have to take steps. We are here to build a community, not just buying a house, okay? So if you are thinking about buying your first home, here's what I want you to do next. Comment home below, send me a message, DM, and let's set up a 15-minute free consultation time where you and I can have a talk, see where you are and what we need to do to get you in your home. My information is below. My phone number is 704-904-5152. I'm here to help with any question you may have in regard to homeownership. And if I don't have the answer, I'll go find the answer for you, but I'm committed to build a community and we'll build it one person at a time.